I'm Helen and I am the Artistic Director of Above Bounds Theatre Company. So at the moment we are in a park next to College Road Primary School, and we have been doing performances in primary school playgrounds all week this week.
My name is Vicky Horan and I am the Outreach Officer and Movement Facilitator for this project, and also a performer as well, and I'm performing predominantly with the penguin, solely with the penguin actually. So this is a project as part of a commission with Flying Colours, which is a project happening in Plymouth, and it's about engaging with local schools within the city centre area, or within areas in Plymouth that don't necessarily have a big arts engagement. So we started at around end of February, beginning of March. We ran some workshops across 4 different schools in Plymouth, and these workshops would help us generate a story that was created and inspired by what the young people wanted us to make a performance about, and we kind of put them together and came up with 3 different story arcs for 3 potential stories, and we sent them back to the young people to vote, and from that we chose their favourite, which was unanimous, the golden penguin. We turned it into an audio story, and then from that we wanted to really bring a live element to the schools, so they will listen to the audio story, and then afterwards they will get to see the puppets come to life in their very own playground.
My name is Nicole and I am the director of the Golden Penguin. So this week we have been reaching the end point of our project, which is really exciting. We have been taking puppets into playgrounds. The children in the schools have been listening to the immersive audio story, which we created earlier in the year during the lockdown period. And then at the end of the story, which is all about a golden penguin and a polar bear which rescues it from a difficult fate, the children come out onto the playground and the animals from the story are there. Yeah, it's been a really wonderful week. For me, this has been the exciting part of it. You know, up to this point, although we've been making this piece for the children in the schools we've been working with as part of with Flying Colours, we haven't, because of the lockdown, we haven't been able to have any face-to-face contact with them. So this week has been wonderful because it's sort of been what it's all about, and actually just seeing their faces, like when they spot the animals coming out onto the playground for the first time, has been wonderful, and just watching the enjoyment, you know, it's been lovely. It's been a really, really good week.
So it's been really interesting making work during a pandemic. It obviously has its challenges in terms of social distancing, making sure the cast and crew and creatives are safe. Overall, everyone's just been desperate to still bring work to young people during this time. And so we've worked really hard to kind of make sure we're all okay, make sure our well-being's okay. It just brings some joy back in to the schools of Plymouth.
Throughout, I've been really amazed by the flexibility, adaptability, responsiveness of the team, because the sort of shape this show was going to take has changed form so many times.
Really wanted to create the snowy world that is depicted in our audio story before they actually got to see it. It was my responsibility to come up with some lovely activity packs and teacher packs for them to use both in school and at home. So it's really important for us to invite the young people and their families to be involved in the world, and it's also a fun educational outreach activity for them to get involved with as well.
So we are developing the piece into a sort of follow-on experience called the Igloo Experience.
So an individual family will sit inside an igloo, listen to the story together, and then they'll leave the igloo and there will be a surprise at the end for them.
It's been so fun. I think I've been so grateful. We've all been really grateful to be able to still be working really creatively on a project during these really uncertain times. I feel like we've really found an engaging and exciting way to bring something together that not a lot of people have really started doing at the minute, and have found it really difficult to do.
The joy of the puppets is that they work best when they're live and when they have an audience that you can't replicate when you're just either in a rehearsal room or in an outdoor space without anyone watching. So part of the lovely thing about this week has been seeing the performers finally have someone to react off of and so on. So so it's been great.
It's been incredible because the young people have just not seen anything for such a long time. The response has been even bigger, and there's been more kind of enthusiasm and more excitement to see something live and in person. And because it's a complete surprise at the end of the story as well, it's been magical to watch that reaction of like, whoa, there's a massive polar bear on the playground, and it's not been something that they expected to happen, so it's just been wonderful.
And it's just great to be out there making theatre, reminding people why the arts are really important and the joy that it can bring as well to our communities.